Load. Oh, that's right. We're in chapter 1. We got out of the prologue.
Finally.
Whee! I don't remember where we're at though. As far as it's one of these. That's map. Oh. There we go. Bows. There we go. Avenue Highland is on the north end of the West Coast Highway. Yeah. Avenue Mine. Okay. I was like, where am I going? Oh, whoops, I ran into something. Ooh. I just want to have more, I just want more Olivier. That's all I want. I want to voice Olivier more. He's such a fun character to voice.
I'm sad that he's not constantly with us.
I know. I'm too. Trust me.
You know what? I just realized.
What?
Harrigan is the Olivier to Zophie.
Yes and no. Because Harrigan's not.
Think about it.
I mean, in a way, yes, but Harrigan is not.
Not promiscuous. Yes, I understand.
Like Olivier is. But as far as the antagonizing and like poking at, absolutely.
Yes, that.
Absolutely that. Absolutely. I never thought.
For the purpose of like causing
chaos.
Causing a little bit of chaos
and frustration,
a little bit of annoyance, a little bit of frustration. Yeah.
Yes.
I love how we have two chaos characters creating chaos for the group, and I'm sitting here with my chaotic neutral ass like, God damn it, I don't get to do anything.
We were after you guys went to bed, me, Megan, and Dee sat in, or me, Megan, and Mira sat in the call till like 2:30 yesterday or this morning.
Yep. Okay.
Well, we got a voice now.
Huh?
Oh, it's him.
Oh god.
Hold on, I gotta figure out what voice I gotta do for him.
Red hair guy.
Which, by the way, I was thinking. Sorry, side note, real fast. When we come up with, there's a couple of female characters I think we should give D so that D doesn't have to just keep coming up with random voices for all the random NPCs.
Every time we see a female character, I'm just gonna let D handle.
God.
But also, like,
terrifying.
we should give her some main characters too, so she has consistent voices.
Yeah. Hold on.
Just because, like,
it's up to you. I do not mind.
Well, we'll see when we come up. Like,
a voice
I think
out of nowhere for some reason.
I think D would be fun doing. What was her name? It's not Chloe.
Annalise?
Chloe? No. Annalise she could have fun with. No. Is it?
Karna?
No.
Jalika?
No.
Who are these people?
This guy.
Chloe?
Chloe. Yeah. Is it Chloe? Yeah. Okay.
There's
I couldn't
Chloe.
I
remember
might have to remember a voice to keep doing consistently. That's even more terrifying.
Well, okay. Well, so Chloe, you could do kind of more similar to Rallis, where she is.
I can do a Rallis-ish. That's fine.
Because so Chloe is a kind of.
I'm sending a prim
and proper
very
girl.
Quick.
You'll meet her. She's fairly prim and proper.
Okay, I can do that.
But she's also is still a teenager, so she does have a little bit of not she's super mature. So is
Rallis, so
yeah, she's like mature and kind of prim and proper, with her speak. But she also loves to have a little fun. This guy, I gotta figure out what voice I want to do for him.
A falcon named Sink? Wow.
Yes. Sieg is awesome. You'll get to meet Sieg. Sieg is a great character.
Is he also voiced, and he can even voice like Robbie then?
I mean, you could. He is not, unfortunately. He talks to her and she understands him, but it doesn't actually have a voice. It's a hawk, but she understands what it's saying. But it doesn't actually talk out loud.
That's cool. That's cool.
Oh, I gotta figure out. Oh.
Good luck.
Charizard, is that you? Well, this is an unlikely place to run into the Silver Streak.
Right back at you. I thought you were in the Royal City, but are you here to look into the airliner incident?
Oh, I'm here on some chump errands. Speaking of the incident, I hear it was the work of the Sky Bandits. Still, if you're here on the job, then I guess I don't have to worry about it myself. Good luck to you.
Is that all you've got to say? I'm sure you've heard that Cassius might have been taken hostage, right?
Cassius Bright, taken hostage? Don't make me laugh. That old man's not gonna get beaten by the likes of some Sky Bandits. Anyway, saying that's severely mistaken.
I'd like to believe that too, but... Wonder who this guy is.
I don't know, but he seems to fit the mold for a bracer. By the way, who are those brats you've got tagging along with you? They look like a bunch of newbies to me.
Well, then I'm sure you'll be surprised to hear that these brats are Cassius's kids.
Yeah, that's a surprise, all right. So these are the old man's kids, huh? Hard to believe it.
Why are you looking at us like that?
This boy with the black hair is one thing, but the girl really looks like an amateur. Are you sure she's really Cassius' daughter?
You want to try saying that again with my staff in your teeth? I was going to say up your butt, but whatever.
I mean, it's not above her to say that, so...
Ever? Yes.
The me and me came out.
She's the bona fide daughter of Cassius Bright, and I have to warn you, her bite is as good as her bark. And I'm just his adopted son. Is that a fact? Oh well, doesn't really matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
Well, take it easy, Charizard. Be careful not to let these brats drag you down. Yeah. And make sure not to rush into any trouble yourself, either. I'll keep those words in mind.
What's with that guy? He really pisses me off.
I see. So that was Heavy Blade Agate, huh?
Heavy Blade Agate? What a stupid name.
Agate is how you say it.
Agate, whatever. It's a stupid name.
It is kind of a stupid name.
Agate Crossner, Senior Bracer in the Bracer Guild. He works in all regions and isn't affiliated with any specific branch. His massive blade is said to be capable of slicing a monster in two with a single slash. I'll just tell you right now, he's one tough customer. Whatever. I don't care how tough he is. He's still a rude jerk. Come to think of it, how does he know Dad anyway?
He seems to think highly of Dad's ability. But even so, he didn't seem to like him all that much. There are a number of things in his past I can't get into. And those things are the reason why he feels that way about your father.
Well, I couldn't care less about someone rude like that. Anyway, let's hurry to Ravnu Village.
Oh, no, I can clear my throat after talking like Agate.
I finally figured out her voice.
Woo!
I was starting it. I'm like, nope. There it is. You spin me right, baby, spin me right round.
Oh, this is the village. I was like, which village is this? I remember
Fancy.
now.
It's a village.
So this is Ravnu Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard.
Oh, I thought she was gonna list more stuff. Sorry.
Oh.
Anyways, the village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here.
You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Okay, hold on. I'm going to run this differently because I just realized that when I route the music, my reactive is just always lit up.
Mm.
Which
I'm
looks
also kind of
really
tempted
awkward.
to give D Sherazard.
No. You do a great Charizard.
Okay, thank you.
You do a perfect Charizard. I love it. I don't want to ruin it.
You actually do a very good Charizard.
Thank you. It's slightly it's not exactly Zila, but it's also like tapping a little bit into Zila and Kyoko, and I'm just like merging the two. I'm like, yes.
It's like a
Very
cool voice.
smooth.
I like it. It's cool.
Very smooth.
Yeah.
I was going to give her an ara voice, and this is how it ended. Also, we can't hear the music anymore.
I can.
Unmute me. You might have me muted from streaming Yosu's.
Oh, that'll do. Okay, lower. Okay, yes. Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner.
And why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient.
I almost pronounced that wrong. Leave me alone. I'm still figuring out English today, okay? Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It's pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training, and it's also the game's way of telling you you have to visit the major cities first before we unlock them.
Game mechanics.
Dad
just-
really said that?
Just wait till later.
Oh, I know video game logic. I know what it's like. You can't
We have
travel
3
to a place
games
you've
in this
never seen.
continent, okay?
I know.
3 games in this country. 3 games. There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal.
That's exactly right.
Way to go, Joshua. So smart.
Well, be that as it may, let's see what we can find out about the sighting. The sighting.
So what do you suggest? Should we just go talk to all the villagers?
People would be suspicious of us. Ugh, I can't talk today either. People would be suspicious of us if we did that all of a sudden. Maybe we should talk to the village elder first and see what he has to say about it.
Okay.
God, I really wish there was more to say after, like, look, there's an orchard, there's a tavern. Like,
There's
I
an
thought she was going to
There's
say
another
more.
orchard. There's
There's
another.
an orchard, there's an orchard, and look, there's another orchard.
God damn it, Estelle. Is Gray a guy?
Yeah, it's an old man.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Ooh, old man voice.
Let me. Okay. And there it goes. All right. I've been growing fruit here even since this village was alive with its mining industry. When it comes to growing delicious fruit, I have no equal in this village.
All right. Good talk, old man.
Yes.
Go. Walk up. I'm just gonna walk into the elder's house.
Okay.
Okay. I'm stuck on a post. Let's see.
You take this one. Ghost. There's an old lady over there. We give that one to
Old
D.
lady. Is
That
this the
one's
old
over
lady
there
or
to
no?
the
No, the old
corner.
lady's over on the side. I'll
Okay.
talk to her next. It's his wife.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the likes of you around here before, so tell me, are you here to buy some fruit?
No, we're not merchants. We're here with the Bracer Guild. So are you the elder of this village?
I guess you could say I'm something like that. You don't happen to be one of Agate's companions, do you?
Well, we're all members of the same guild, but we're not companions exactly. We know him by face, and that's probably about it.
I see. So he's traveling by himself as usual, huh? The elder closed his eyes for a moment as a look of sadness passed over his aged features.
Huh? What's wrong, sir?
It's nothing really. Please pardon my expression. Anyway, what brings you to this rural village of ours? Don't
I
tell
roll
me
insight
that
check
another
against the
dangerous
elder.
monster showed up in the area. No, actually, we're in the middle of an investigation concerning the missing airliner. We came here because we heard there was a report of some kind of sighting. Ah, I see. The Royal Army came here and investigated that the other day. However, they searched around the area and ended up leaving empty-handed.
Really? Is that so? Well, what about the person who saw the flying silhouette in the sky?
It was one of the children in the village here. A boy named Leway.
Louis?
Sure. I don't know his name. He's a random child. I'm the village elder, but I don't pay attention to the children. He apparently saw some suspicious shit making his way across the night on the night of the incident.
I don't care about the brats in my village.
But he's a kid any way you think about it, so he may have just imagined the whole thing while he was half asleep. I was right. Doesn't think highly of the children.
Imagined it, huh?
I guess the best thing we can do then is ask him directly.
You're probably right about that. Thank you for your time, sir.
Don't mention it. If there's anything else I can help you with, don't hesitate to ask. Alright, we go talk to the old lady.
Woo.
I'm stuck on a chair.
I'm waiting for it to
Line.
look. Okay.
Whoa.
The heat of flames burning flesh and the charred smell of blackened bones. Amidst the screams and cries of the villagers and their children. No matter how many years passed, the terrible events of the war remained ingrained in my mind.
That was very dark. I don't think I talked to her the first time I played this game. I
Those
don't
are a little
remember
rough.
that line of dialogue
And
being said.
And we leave that there and we walk away.
You know, I've played this game before. Don't remember that line of dialogue.
Yeah, I don't know if it's pixely for you, Becca, but like I'm playing Skyrim at the same time,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't know if it's just me or if it's the stream itself.
Oh,
so.
it's the stream. but it's
To clarify,
okay.
the Discord stream is blurry. The
It's-
actual stream is fine. Yes.
Yeah, the actual stream is fine, but I don't think there's anything that you can do to fix it. To be completely honest, it is what it
Yeah.
is. Just
It's fine.
Once I
know,
get
just
better
Take a
internet.
second.
Once I get better
It just
internet.
has to render for a second once it loads. So
yeah.
Okay. I think this is the kid. Hey, I was right. All right. Anybody really want to be a little kid? That's a weird saying. I never thought I'd say.
Okay.
Huh? I haven't seen you guys around here before. Are you merchants here to buy fruit? Actually, no. We're here for a different reason. Also, these voices are a little bit too
It's
similar
like-
for my
That
taste.
sounds very similar to each other.
The thing is, with his voice, I scrunch up my nose, and it's doing absolutely nothing for the voice. Hold on, let me see if I can do a little better.
Hmm.
Hold on.
It's all good. I do this stuff when I do D&D voices all the time. I pause to mute myself and try to figure out voices.
It has to be high pitched. It has to be high pitched. Hold
Racers? You mean like agate?
I don't know.
That
Anyways.
sounds like Joey's ooh voice for what's her name.
I know, it does.
I think it's great. It's hilarious.
I don't know. You don't look all that strong to me. Especially because you're a girl. Ugh. Why don't you tell me how you really feel?
I just did.
But after seeing my great skill with a staff, do you think you can still call me weak?
I imagine. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, that's amazing! It looks like a tornado! I hope you've learned your lesson that looks can be deceiving. Now, how about another amazing demonstration with my staff?
Estelle, be careful. Wasn't it just yesterday that you hit yourself in the face doing that? Anyway, are you Louis by chance?
Yeah. But how do you know my name?
We heard from the village elder. He said you saw some kind of flying shadow. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about what you saw that night?
Sure, if you want.
I just asked you to, you brat.
But the soldiers from the army already searched the place and didn't find anything.
That's fine. We're not worried about that. You think you could just tell us what you saw? In as much detail as you can remember?
Okay, I'll try. You see, I like watching the stars at night. So I often sneak out of my house at night to come here and look at the stars. And the other night when I was out here looking up at the stars, I saw two shadows moving across the sky. Now hold on a minute here. You say you saw two shadows?
God, I can't differentiate the voices now. God damn it.
Yeah, that's right. And they were different sizes too. Kind of like a mom leading a kid. Two shadows, two sizes.
I'm really struggling now. That's consistent with an airliner and the Sky Bandit airship, if you think about it.
Yeah. The aircraft we ran across in the woods was definitely smaller than a typical airliner.
I hate that I'm about to do this. I hate that I'm about to do this. But since he's a one-off character. And the two shadows just kept on flying north!
Oh wow, it's like Chris joined us.
Yes! Okay. Until I couldn't see them anymore! I just, my voice for Estelle is just lost now.
So north is
It's rough, man. There's a trail that continues behind the village. And it leads to an old septium mine which was abandoned some time ago. Like the one I mentioned earlier.
the soldiers from the army supposedly searched the trail but didn't come up with anything. That's why they said I must have been dreaming. And then they laughed at me like I didn't know what I was talking about.
The little boy's eyes started to well up with tears.
Aw.
Enough of that. You're a boy, right? And boys don't cry.
Shut up, Estelle. Let him cry. Estelle, no. Bad. Bonk.
We're not like those stupid soldiers.
She's trying to be reassuring to him just in a really bad way.
Yeah, in a terrible way.
We don't think you're telling a lie either, and we're going to prove it. Really? Darn straight. You just leave it to us. So no more crying, okay? Okay. You're a really nice person.
As usual, she's got a knack with the kids.
With the kids.
Yeah, maybe it's a virtue.
Huh? Why are you looking at me like that?
Like what? It's
Like
nothing.
that?
Let's focus on the task at hand. It looks like we've got stuff to do.
Right. Let's hurry and get onto the trail behind the village and see what we can find.
Well, good news, you're done. I just gotta make
Also,
sure
that's the reason why I don't do multiple high-pitched voices, because, like, even if I
going back and
try
forth
to make
between
them
Monokuma and
different,
Monami?
well, no, those are easy to differentiate. It's those a young child and a teenager, especially a young boy and a teenage girl. They both sound the same.
You're not wrong. I had a stupidly high voice as a kid. Like, I at one point in time sang higher than the sopranos in the high school. I had a stupidly high voice as a child. Now not nearly as high as I'd like it to be. Sometimes I try to sing higher than I can because I miss that. I miss being able to show off with a high voice. And then it's like, nope, voice doesn't do that no more. You're an adult male. It doesn't go that high anymore. Did you know you sing baritone? No, yes, header. Anymore, I sing more tenor than I do bass and baritone like I did, but... It is secured with a heavy chain and padlock. Excuse me. This looks like the entrance to an abandoned mine.
It kind of reminds me of the Malga mine. Except for the fact that it's all deserted.
It seems that this place was abandoned quite some time ago. Like I mentioned earlier, why is... Sherazard, come on, remember. The padlock and chain are rusted. It doesn't look like this gate has been opened recently.
Which means that there's no possibility that the Sky Bandits entered through here. I wonder if that's why the army never investigated the place.
You're probably not going to find any clues searching around in an old mine, that's for sure.
What's wrong, Estelle?
Maybe it's just me? But do you feel any air flowing out of here?
When you say out of here, do you mean the mine?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see. Joshua wet the tip of his index finger with his tongue and held it out. You're right, Estelle. It's rather subtle, but there is air flowing out of here.
Just like I thought, huh?
Sometimes your senses can be surprisingly sharp, you know that? I wonder if you get that from your father.
My dad doesn't have anything to do with it. But forget about that. Aren't you more interested in what's inside this old mine?
There's certainly a possibility that it connects to somewhere. It's probably worth checking out.
Well, in that case, let's bust this lock off.
Hey, don't you even think about doing that. For now, we'd better head back to the village and talk with the elder. He might have the key.
You're no fun, Shara.
Yes, damage to property.
Just let me bust it down!
I'm sure that, you know, the town would love to have that happen.
I mean, crazier things have happened in a town with people who are meeting adventurers for the first time. You know, like them making a whole big racket in the middle of the town square about a poster that doesn't rhyme, bringing attention to a group that already has attention with 2 blue people and a rabbit.
What are you giggling about?
Oh, I'm just...
Walked away for a second.
So we just checked on the mines, and Estelle's like, let me just break this down.
Uh-huh.
And Shara's like, no, let's just get the key and not get in trouble. And I said, well, crazier things have happened with a town meeting adventurers for the first time, like say going into the town square and start making a lot of racket about how a poster doesn't rhyme, and then bringing more attention to the already obvious group of adventurers that has 2 blue people and a rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget the Vistani.
Yeah, and the Vistani.
And the Vistani.
That was okay. That was one thing that, because Dee, you've played through Megan's version of it that she did. That was one of the things that we were laughing about last night. It's like everybody keeps shoving Mikhail up front because he's the local.
Uh-huh.
But he's also a Vistani.
Yeah.
Which is not the most well-liked group of people in the land.
I know that. The Rosa does not know that.
That's exactly what it is.
What I said too.
As a party, as players, people are aware that the Vistani are not treated great.
And I didn't want to have to pull out the, arena card, but I did, so.
Honestly, if you didn't, I was a half second away from having Zila nudge Irina forward.
And I'm hoping that I'm wrong, but we'll find out in future things. I will say nothing, but I'm just a little worried, so it's fine. But
oh, apparently it's Megan's turn. I'll just say that.
So Megan forgot what is nearby this town. I'll just put it that way. There's a certain thing around this town that Megan forgot existed at this town.
Oh.
It's finally not me. Leave me alone.
Well,
Somehow I'm going to make your morning ritual more
Really?
questioned in the future, by the way, Dee, because I
Yeah.
love it, but I'm also getting a little annoyed that everyone's losing their fucking shit over a goddamn journal. And you're just like doing this big ritual in the middle of everyone, and no one bats an eye. My character is desperate to know, but at the same time, she's like, if I push, she's gonna push. So it's just. Anyways.
hey.
Everything is fine. You have nothing to worry about with the ritual. Nothing is going on. Nothing's weird.
No, absolutely
Nothing's
nothing.
abnormal.
Lies and slander.
Everything is totally, completely okay.
Lies.
All right.
Oh, this
here's
is one
Annalise.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
So D, if you want to be Annalise, you can, or Mira,
Okay.
whichever one of you. It doesn't matter. But she
I'll
is a
let
recurring
D.
main character.
I'll let
Want me to do
D. I'm gonna. Yeah.
She
Here,
is
let me give
probably
that.
early 20s. Yeah, Mira. I went through a whole list of people with Mira and like gave like little hints as to what each character was, so she wasn't going in blind.
I'll read that DM because I flipped away from my screen. Okay.
I don't even remember what I described her as now off the top of my head.
You said she is a lighthearted yet serious person, makes jokes, treats Estelle like a sister, outgoing, not super serious, but takes the job serious.
Yeah, that's actually pretty sums up. And she is older than Estelle. She's probably closer to Shara's age, so she's like early to mid 20s.
Okay. It's early 20s.
I think she's a little bit younger than Shara. Shara, I think, is closer to our age at this point.
Okay. Okay, I was getting my heat back from my muscles. Okay.
It's all good.
All right.
I
Well,
gotta
let's
put
go
my
into
feet
this.
up.
Glasses back on. Let's see, clear. Okay. I can see with my glasses. It's fine. All right. Isn't that you, Sherazard? See you again. I haven't seen you since the last time you were here during your training.
If it isn't Annalise, what are you doing here?
Well, we had a request to exterminate a monster in this area.
Oh, really? So how has your swordsmanship been coming along? Have you started mastering the use of that weapon?
Let's avoid that subject right now. I'm still working on it. By the way, Sherazard, are you here on a job for the guild?
Yeah, something like that. Although the job's a little different from the one you're handling.
Is that so? Well, this region has been becoming more dangerous recently. Make sure to be careful.
So she will become more a character in the second game. She'll become more of a important NPC, but she is still important in this game as well. I do like the done.
So this is where you are, Elder Ryson.
Ah, it's you, young bracers, is it?
Well, this is a rather extravagant grave for a small village like this, isn't it?
It was erected to mourn all those souls we lost 10 years ago. Since the Bose region is nearest to the Empire, it was in the thick of the fray. And this village lost a number of good people in the hostilities.
That's terrible.
There is no need for you to get somber too, though. These days, cleaning this monument is just one of my daily routines. But I guess you wouldn't have come up here if you didn't think there was something I could help you with, right?
Oh, right. There was something we wanted to talk to you about. But before that,
Would you mind if we paid our respects as well?
I know we don't have any flowers to give, but we'd at least like to offer up a prayer. Oh, I see. No, of course I don't mind. I'm sure all those looking down from above would be overjoyed by the gesture. So you say there might be some clues in that old mine, huh? I know for certain that the soldiers didn't check inside.
After I heard Louie's story, it really got me thinking. We'd like to check the place out just in case, so would you mind lending us the key to the entrance?
The key for that padlock, huh? Give me a minute here. I'm sure I put it in this drawer. Oh right, here it is. Okay, this should get you inside. Received abandoned mine key.
Wow, this key looks ancient. Many thanks, Elder Ryson.
This will really help a lot. Don't mention it. We're always indebted to the Bracer Guild for their help. It's only natural that we would try and return the favor.
Thank you. If everyone we dealt with were as cooperative as you, it would make our lives a lot easier.
Major General, whatever his name was.
Hmm.
I'll be sure to let you know if we find anything. I would appreciate that. I'm trying to make his voice very distinctly different because, like, I realize I do a lot of the same or similar voices, but it's like some people talk quieter than others. So why should I not make some characters talk quieter than others? I always try to talk in the same tone of voices. It's like, not everybody talks like that. So I'm trying to, like, experiment with making softer voices. I'm, like, avoiding all the battles because I don't want to deal with things. Well,
Oops.
fine.
I thought it was funny how they were like, this guy's plus monster in 2 without any effort. And I was like, well, yeah, so can these characters.
Well, I mean, when, you know, they're stupidly high level because, actually, this is an area I grinded a lot in. Because this map is just ridiculous. Like, here's the map for, like, this whole area is all places you can explore and walk. So when I was playing this the first time, I walked all of these routes. In fact, I'm actually going to walk these routes just to see if... I just got to thinking to see if there's any chests that I'm missing. Because that was one thing I didn't get the first time, is I did not get all the chests. Because eventually I got to a point where I was like, I am such a high level that things are... Like, I don't need to grind anymore. So I didn't do that. But, like, I collected all the armor and weapons and everything else in the game. I did not do all the chests. Aha! I knew there had to be a chest. Here, bomb. What do we get? I am error.
I am error.
I love it. Yes, I love
Easter eggs.
Yes,
Totally.
every chest has some Easter egg jokey thing when you try to access it again after it's been emptied. And it's great. The gate is secured with heavy chain padlock.
Let's use this key we borrowed from the village elder.
Used abandoned mine key.
Whew. That was one heavy gate.
Let's have a look inside, shall we?
I don't know about sky bandits, but I can definitely sense monsters in here. Everyone stay alert.
Let's move out.
That was the correct way. Not what I was expecting.
Man, it's bright in here. Isn't that the...
Quiet, Estelle.
It looks like we've hit the jackpot.
Oh, what voice did I give him?
I started panicking about Josette. I was like, wait a second.
Oh no.
Hold on, I need to figure this one out. Forget about the heavy things and focus on the food provisions and valuables. And hurry it up, will ya? It's only a matter of time before someone finds this place. That's just my... I mean, they all talk at once.
What's an airliner doing in a place like this? I guess that kid wasn't seeing things after all.
This looks like an area that used to be used for strip mining. It certainly turned out to be a great place to hide something of this size.
Yeah, who would have thought to look here? Look at that. Aren't they loading the airliner cargo into their own ship?
Let's worry about that later. We've got to figure out a way to bag these guys before they get away again.
So this is our third trip, huh? Man, Don can be a real slave driver sometimes. Oh well, once this is all taken care of, we'll be able to sit back and negotiate a nice fat ransom.
Hold it right there!
Who in the...
The scorching flames of justice shall never fade away as long as evil thrives in this world. The League of Extraordinary Racers has arrived!
Oh my gosh. Love it.
I love it.
I love that everybody but
Yeah!
her. It's like, what?
Huh?
The League of... What?
You bonehead. Why do you always get carried away like that?
Because it's Estelle. That's what she does.
What's with you two? Now I look like a big fool saying that stuff all alone.
It's because you are, Estelle. You're the ones who Josette had to run in with back and roll it. This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early.
It can't be right. We're not supposed to be here this early. What the heck are you talking about?
In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with hijacking of an airliner and its passengers. I hope for your sakes you'll come along quietly.
Now hold on just a minute. Are you trying to tell me that only the three of you came here to arrest us?
You see anyone else, bandit boy?
You're not involved with the others then, huh? That simplifies things. Let's get them, boys. All right.
I mean, theoretically. Things would normally be in their favor if they outnumber us. But you're also OP.
Just a little bit. No, that's not the one I want. Go attack him. The other two are gonna die pretty quick. Aw, they moved out of the way. That's okay. Let's look at those two. 1,200.
Schmack.
Let's move out.
Honestly, that aerial strike was kind of how I imagined my force to be like. And then it's like resists. And I'm like, but it's telekinetic force, and then I read it as like bludgeoning. I'm like, oh, it's resistant to bludgeoning. Fuck, man.
Certain creatures, such as swarm things, are resistant to more than just non-magical or magical. They are resistant to all forms.
Except from whatever Zophie has.
Well, hers is pure force.
Is it force or is it psychic?
Hers is pure. So
It's
in
force.
5e, psychic is force, basically.
Is it?
There
Well, that's
is
also
psychic
kind of
damage.
why I started using the
Yeah, 'cause I know
daggers.
that's.
But
I guess
her-
because like Rallis has spells that are only psychic, so I mean like.
there are things
yeah.
that inflict psychic damage, but her attack-based ones like that use force.
And that's kind of why I swapped tactics to the daggers.
Because they're force.
Because those are just force damage. And
Yeah.
that one roll where I was like, I'm
But that
gonna
was also
do
why I had
two.
That's also why I had to clarify that Joey's sneak attack was piercing, because that
Yes.
does matter. And that's what I
Yes.
thought it was. I was like, I'm pretty certain, playing a rogue myself, that sneak attack is the damage of the weapon.
Yes.
But I just I want to make sure from people who have done this more than me that I'm right.
Also, it did make me wonder, what are we going to consider the rampage die?
Rampage die will be whatever damage was inflicted.
Okay.
Similar
then
to sneak attack.
Technically, the one round when I did the telekinetic force, that rampage die should have been halved.
And
Instead
it
of
wouldn't
two,
have
and it
mattered
was
anyway. Because you guys
I know,
did.
but it technically
yes.
it was a 2. It was a 2, so technically it should have been a 1.
Yeah.
So in the future, when
Yeah, in
that
the future
happens,
we'll pay more attention to
adjust
that.
it,
But yeah, it's essentially like sneak attack, because what it is you're just adding extra oomph to the attack that's happening. Is essentially how I
Yes.
picture it.
Yes, that's how I picture it too. I just wanted to make sure that we were both on the same
Yeah.
page. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Ow. You guys are tougher than I thought. It's no wonder Josette got beat by a 3-3.
Sweet talk won't get you anywhere, buddy. It's time to surrender and let the passengers go.
You really don't know anything, do you? What was that you called yourselves? League of the Exceptionally Dim or something like that?
You making fun of my awesome team name? You're dead.
Look out.
What? What is this?
You've gotta be kidding me. Another smoke screen?
Too bad for the rest of the cargo, but we'll just have to live without it. Later, bracers.
Ow, 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 ow. Some of it got in my eyes.
Don't worry, it's not poisonous. Looks like it was a typical smoke canister.
Their ship is already out of sight. This is getting really old. It's not once, but twice now that they've gotten away. If I get demoted for this at the guild, there's not much I can say in my defense.
Oh, Shara. Quit acting like it was all your fault.
We're responsible for letting them get away, too. If we've got time to kick ourselves over this, then there's got to be some other constructive things we can do.
Well, you sound like you should be the senior bracer. Well, at least we're able to take back the airliner, so how about we have a look? The passengers may be inside.
Right. Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left.
Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least judging by the looks of things.
At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place.
I wonder what this is.
It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped.
Get up the 2.5D, man.
Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone. It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here.
Don't even think about it.
It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place. We checked it over, but it looks like there's nobody inside.
There's a high possibility the passengers were transported to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is.
Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back at zero.
Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this?
Huh?
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped. Which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy in an orbment gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout?
Yeah, that does seem a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide an airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to... Oh.
Choices.
Mm-hmm.
I pick
The last one.
Last one?
Last one.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Okay.
From my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. That is a hard word for me to say. Maybe 10 to 15 arch in size. In short, a peculiar... Give me a second. A I can't say this word.
I believe in you.
This word is not working with me. A peculiar place
Yay.
on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandits airship could land.
It's like you and LaBeryl. Just not...
And wristwatch.
And wristwatch.
Wristwatch.
I loved
LaBeryl.
doing that to you on stream. You're like, it's a wristwatch. I was like, hey, what is that? What's it? What is it? That's funny.
Wristwatch. LaBeryl.
Interesting.
How about terrain covered with extreme differences in height, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandits' hideout.
Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot.
Then, what can we do?
Thank you for the follow.
Well, I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation. Because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us that we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting... This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me.
For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugran. We should be able to contact the Haken Gate if we use the orbital telephone.
Huh? What the heck?
Great. Now, this was something I did not expect.
I wonder if we should be glad, since they saved us the trouble of having to contact them. I'll do this one.
Okay.
We have found a suspicious armed group. Okay, Dee, your turn.
Put your hands in the air, all of you.
Sean!
What is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits? But the girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest?
A bracer emblem, huh? I bet you didn't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence.
General Morgan?
Why are you here? After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place to have been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself. Who would have thought a lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits?
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men.
If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner? They almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. There are no hostages to be found here. Looks like the truth has come out. Most likely, you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming.
Oh, wait a minute here. How about you cut with the crap?
My thoughts exactly. All right, men, take them to custody.
Well, you know.
A general will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days. So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say?
If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared. But with the way things are at the moment, that may not be possible.
Huh? Why not?
You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, "This can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early." If I remember correctly.
Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he? You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that...
The Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who is leaking information. That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua?
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught.
Hold on a sec.
Oh, wow.
Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them.
But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback.
My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix?
Yes, he's back!
He's back.
Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua?
No, I didn't say anything.
It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar.
Oh, how could you say something so heartless?
The best
My
character.
illustrious voice should be recognizable to anyone.
Could this unfounded self-confidence
And tone of absurd narcissism belong to...
It's you, isn't it, Olivier?
You do remember my dulcet chords.
Bing bong!
Long.
Do you think that we'd meet again in a place like this? It seems that we are bound by destiny.
What the hell did he do to get rid of the
What
army?
hasn't he do? What? Okay, you have seen him
Yes,
interact
Probably flirted the
already.
wrong way.
You
Got arrested.
What
expect
did he
any
do
less from him?
this time? But what did he do this time?
This time specifically.
Why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose.
And now you're locked up in a place like this. What the heck did you do?
Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peaks.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we'd just get tired while you talked our ears off.
What a coincidence, Estelle. I was just thinking the same thing.
So there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talked so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done, and I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Come on now, let's not be like that. I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? We don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Bose Market and then moved on to the Anterose restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. I was asked to stay and work as the professional musician for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
Ha! A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, I accepted the offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day instead of Mira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. And I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail. Ah, well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I'd had the chef prepare. The blood sauce which had been used was a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel the normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on. I'm curious in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I borrowed a bottle of wine, which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183.
Oh no!
Oh no, Olivier.
Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the royal city.
Oh, aren't you all well informed?
Oh my god.
I heard a rumor
Oh,
about
no.
it too, so of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
No!
Auctioned off. How much are we talking about here?
From what I heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood of 500,000 mira.
500,000 mira?
We've got like 1.5 mil, Mira. Come on.
Just for one bottle?
That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Huh, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. Its luxurious, mellow taste caressed my throat. Can you believe what else? A rose-tinted vignette of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I don't think I can listen to this any longer.
Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity.
I'm completely dumbfounded.
Sad thing is that after taking a sip of such exquisite wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I cordially invited him to join me for a drink. For some odd reason, he got rather upset.
Oh
He
my
got so
god.
steaming and mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. Before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another, and I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let's just all weep together as we sympathize with my dilemma.
Idiot.
Pardon? Do my ears deceive me? Could have sworn I heard and even an absurdly misheard idiot coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello? Are you listening?
Hey, you three, get up!
Okay, I'm going to... Oh, okay. After this full...
And I'm tired.
What's wrong?
What are you trying to tell us? We're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released.
Huh? Why all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this? This is the mayor of Bose. Whoever voiced her.
Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason.
Mayor Maybell?
Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her.
So you mean Mayor Maybell stood up on our behalf?
No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan.
Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bright? Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, that girl does slightly resemble Lena.
You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby.
Now, wait a minute! You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but...
I don't know Cassius Bright, the Bracer. The only Cassius I knew is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist.
Strategist? Dad?
I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. Makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me.
What's wrong with him?
It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring.
I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe.
However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men.
I get the same impression.
So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad. That dirty, rotten scoundrel!
How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you.
Oh, sure.
Is something the matter?
I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
Now that you mention it,
What could it be?
oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away, friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory.
Okay, bye.
Is he still here?
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you.
Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought?
Haha, indeed, that is I. Yet my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render.
You're quite the interesting character. All right, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the General for your release.
Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
Yeah, really?
I think that may be asking a bit much.
If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be to at least be a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me.
Huh?
And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
I can't believe you were released.
It's like a stroke of bad luck.
Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mira. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that?
I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there.
I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin.
Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh?
Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
Huh, could you ever? So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the heart of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this?
Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genres in the same group.
That's the kind of line that gets me really worried.
But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower.
Well, all right then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from this party. Are you going to be okay with that?
Haha, of course I don't mind. I'd never let you down, so please be reassured.
Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down.
I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you.
Tell us?
Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy as we were headed out. What happened?
Sorry, I hit that just a second too early. My bad.
Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and the Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences.
What?
So, is this the work of the Sky Bandits?
It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we'd better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses.
I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens.
Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. If there's really a spy in their midst, they'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits.
Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence.
Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block?
Look, buddy, who made you king of the show?
Okay.
We're just not going to acknowledge the bosom thing.
Well, my bosom companion, like my close friends. That's what
I
he's
guess
saying.
so. Weird way of
This
saying
is
that.
Olivier we're talking
It's
about.
his. Yeah, trust me. He's literally saying my bosom companions, as in my close friends. That's literally what he means by bosom. It's not literally my boobed friends. It's not what he's saying in this instance. In this instance. Let me clarify. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna BRB this real quick. him come across as best I can. All right. That's why I do the little lifts in his voice all the time, is because that's how it was written. Where was I going? Southwalk. I keep hitting the wrong map.
You need to share it.
Oh, it's on my end. It said I was. Oops.
Nope.
My bad. There you go.
Taco.
On my end, it was like showing that it was sharing still. So I was like, oh, all right, we're good.
Nope.
Okay, south.
Also, it's taking a while to load.
Loading. No.
Okay, let me just try and kick it back in once more. There you go. I think that's
Yeah,
working now.
now we can hear and see it.
Yay!
Yes.
I need to change the world map to V and local map to M because I want to hit M for map. And it gives me a map, to be fair. Gives me the map, just not the map I want.
So, I spent money on a back scratcher because I've been getting itches on my back recently. This is the best, like, $15 I have spent all year. It feels so good.
I mean, to be fair, all year is like 20 days, so you got a while.
But the back scratcher is a really, really good purchase.
Yeah, I actually have my dad's old one.
A Joel. Just a good choice. Yeah.
It's just the cheapy one we bought off Amazon, I think, but I have it
Oh,
in my
yeah.
room.
You don't need to have anything fancy. We got some dollar stores we have.
It's so simple.
We got
but
cheapo.
it feels so good.
Yeah.
He stopped the guy in his track.
I just have very flexible arms, so I can get any part of my back I want to without having to get a back scratcher. So.
I can for the most part, but I have like one little gap right in like the middle, like
Yes.
upper, lower, side to side, middle of my back that I just can't quite reach.
Yeesh.
But sorry, I just love the fact that Olivier is literally blocking this soldier from walking.
Nice.
I'd like to imagine he's like, hey, can I teach you about how to play a lute? Like, my lute is amazing. I am amazing at playing the lute too, and you should hear me play it right now.
The lute.
The lute! Not the lure, it's the lute.
Wish I had a lute to play. It'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
I was learning how to play a lute.
Right?
I'm.
I just got to thinking.
Also, I told my sister about the lore thing. Giving Chris that one sentence. And she knows everything about my character.
I would hope so.
And I told her that, and she burst out laughing, and she's like, what was he expecting? And I'm like, I don't know. He said a sentence. And technically, I was nice to him. I gave him 2, technically, because I thought it was a comma, and it wasn't. That is my fault, but it's okay.
But I can, knowing the 2 sentences, it's feasible he could read both of them, or she could read both of them at the same time.
It was short enough. They were short enough, both of them, so it's like, it's fine.
Okay, I actually, max AP, Dex. You don't need this. I mean, you can use it, but you're better with that. I just realized that I've never. Hers is customed. His is custom. Hers is custom. No, that's not what I want.
I forgot that my Skyrim character has to eat food.
Okay.
That's why I have no stamina.
Bye. I can't buy anything that I want from you. I mean, I have like the best stuff, but it's like there's certain things I still need to buy more of. Okay, we can talk to him. I got ripped off by a bunch of thieving crooks. They took off with every last one of my pricey goods, too. Okay, well.
Goodbye.
Bye. These are the people I need to talk to. My factory. I don't know why I did that. It was just funny. My
Cabbages.
Right? My factory and all my goods, they're gone. I've got
Same wavelength.
To the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now, hold on, just a minute. If either one of these groups saw what was written in that stolen ledger, yikes, I'd be in a world of hurt. My cabbages!
My cabbages.
My cabbages!
I love Avatar. Hey, you're welcome, Ultraplex. Appreciate you, even if you did find me by accident. I appreciate you being here, as do my friends that are helping me. So we appreciate. You are welcome anytime. Alrighty. I need to modify / exchange. Quartz. Can I only get... Oh, you're lame. I can only get up to 1s with you. I need higher level. I need 3s. Okay,
Oh no, it's as if this is supposed to be a low-level area.
Shh. Just because I'm playing it on New Game Plus doesn't mean anything. I mean, so all of them have... Mostly all of them have 3. He has move 2. Do I have move 3? No, bad. Why did I put... No, I only have move 2. Actually, I think move only goes up to 2. So that might actually be the highest.
Really fast.
For her. He's my healer, which is great. The woman living here said that she had precious momentum taken by the crooks. Oops, you my big mouth. Let's pretend like I didn't tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I'm done here? How about I ask her
Okay,
about it right
Hagrid.
now?
How about right now?
Going to be done in a minute, so would you just butt out? Fine.
Wow.
Be
Great.
that way. Yeah.
There's probably still some important information we haven't gathered. We should continue to ask around a bit longer and see what we come up with.
I'm trying, Sherazard.
We'll try harder.
Shush you.
You can't get me here, Hag.
Not trying hard
I love that so much.
It's such a fun voice to do. I gotta be honest. I love the Hag's voice. It's so much fun.
I love the Hag's voice.
And the
I
laugh.
appreciate that voice.
Okay, so the laugh, I can only, like, you know how I have like the trail off at the end? Because I literally run out of breath because I exhale so much to make that voice that I run out of breath, and so it trails off. But I think it fits really well. Makes her sound creepier. Okay, we got an old lady. Who wants to be an old lady?
I'll be an old lady. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries. But it's at times like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there is no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano brought Simon over to watch the house.
Cool. Okay. Get out of the way, army guy. You're in my way. Whoops, that's the upstairs of her house. Why is that open? Hi? Oh, this is the upstairs of the other house, but this is the girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
I swear, what's happening to Bose?
Let me get back to her. Okay. There we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
I was
Now we've
trying to
got
get through her
burglars
dialogue.
running amok in the city? I swear, what's happening to Bose?
Okay. Okay, I guess walk in here. There's army dudes talking here.
They're everywhere.
I don't want us to tie you done talking. It's your fault this is happening in the first place. Oh, this is the upstairs of your house. Why does everybody have the upstairs doors open?
That's so trippy.
No, I already talked. I already know that. Go.
Get back to the area, you idiot.
You cannot go that way.
You cannot go that way. This isn't the time for that.
Are you bracers? Are you the bracers we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the army's investigation.
Okay, Monokuma.
There was a slight Monokuma, but it wasn't quite Monokuma.
Monokuma is more like this.
Can't believe these sky bandits. I gotta manage to circumvent our search and just walked right into town and burglarized a bunch of places.
I can.
We were really outdone this time.
You've been outdone this whole game. This
Just a little
game
bit.
is literally failure of the army. The story. General Morgan may be stubborn, but he's running the show, and he's a very capable leader. I wouldn't expect any less from the man who defeated the Imperial Army in the North a decade ago. What gets me is why he's always talking to so much trouble to get around. I talk really fast. That's what his characteristic's gonna be. He speaks quickly. That's really hard for me to do. I get tongue-tied. It seems that the group of sky bandits in the old mine consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it that they've even got children in the mix. But those people weren't sky bandits. No, that was
Oh my God.
us, you idiots. What else am I supposed to do here? I've been to literally every building. Am I oh wait. Okay, there's an upstairs here. Is there a person? Yep. I was like, wait a second. All right,
Oh,
Dorothy.
gosh! Oh, gosh! What was her voice again?
Good luck. I don't remember. It's kind of Estelle's, but kind of not.
Yeah, it almost is.
It's like a slightly older Estelle.
Yay, this one turned out really cute! No, I remember how I did this.
Okay.
Niall! Is this how you wanted this one?
Oh, yep, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure, something like that. However, we really got screwed, you know that? Hmm? Good afternoon. Are you working on another story?
Looks like you two are on the trail of a scoop again.
Hey, it's you kids.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua! Yep, that's it. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you have the clinker!
Of course I knew about that.
Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried.
Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village.
Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourselves?
Yeah, we did yesterday. But it was after you had already been hauled off.
Could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. Really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot.
I swear, you people in the news business.
But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits.
Sure looks that way to me. Seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too. To be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore.
I see. That does make things a bit more difficult.
Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered the town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence and Beau's market are right through the west gate. And it seems like attacking those 2 places would be far more lucrative. When you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? Ha! I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivier Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right?
Oh, right! You're the guy who drank the wine without paying at that classy restaurant! It takes guts to stem such a big bill! It's an honor to meet you, sir.
You're making me blush. I'm ready for my interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask.
Wow, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap.
These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you.
That would be for the best.
Honestly. She's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Red person carry.
Oh. Wow. Looks like the burglar is made off with nearly everything. I could have sworn that my boss locked up last night.
It looks like the store was hit by the burglars as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals.
Hey, you there!
What? Is something wrong?
I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day, you are all still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Your advice seems rather more like a threat.
I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If we get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen.
Or an ass in a lion's skin. You sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier.
What did you just say?
May I ask what's going on here? I don't know whose voice this is.
I don't know whose voice is.
Bum, 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 General Morgan.
Oh no, I know who this is.
Oh.
Colonel!
For a soldier in the prestigious Royal Army to be threatening our good citizens. That is an outright embarrassment to us all.
But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild.
Oh, is that so? And I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies?
But as far as the general is concerned...
Ah, yes. That side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from here, so please take your men and clear out.
But sir...
Your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that you've had a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over with the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address?
No, sir. All right, men, pack it up. We're returning to the Hacken Gate.
It looks like that's that. It seems that some of our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize.
I appreciate the gesture.
The gesture?
Gesture. say gesture how I want to say gesture,
That's
and I've been
fine.
saying it like that my whole entire life.
That's,
I ain't changing it now.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If that's how you say it, that's fine. I just
Yep.
thought it was an issue of not have seen the
No.
word or pronouncing it right. That's fine. If
Nope.
that's how you say it, then I'm not going to stop you.
I'm also kind of on Team Gesture personally. I don't know if it's just like an area thing.
I think it's an
Nah.
area
It might be
thing.
an area thing, which
Yeah.
is fine. If that's how you say it, that's how you say it. I'm not going to stop you. I wasn't aware of that. Go on.
But we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well. So how about we let bygones be bygones?
I just realized that on the overlay, we are covering up everybody's faces. I need to fix that.
Oops.
And move
Oopsies.
Our faces are not much
Also,
more.
we're all have like generally similarly colored hair.
Yes.
Oh, this is
I
on
know.
purpose.
I know
Yes,
Rawless has technically rainbowish
Well,
hues,
yes, but this is the artwork we have.
Normally,
for
when I'm
Wallace.
not, reincarnated from my
Yeah.
death, I have regular
Yeah,
silver hair.
when she's
so-
not under a year of having been dead.
Yeah.
She looks like this. With kind of silvery
Yes,
white
this is
hair.
my normal appearance.
Yeah.
Technically, Ayaki has the same color hair as Rawless, except for that it goes into orange at the tips. Ah,
Yeah.
I almost took my mouse off my desk. Oops.
Oops.
Okay. There, now we don't cover up people's faces. We'll cover up the little things in the bottom corner of the screen, but I'm not worried about that as much as I am the
whatever.
faces. That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations working together grant us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. Looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events.
Thank you. We'll do what we can.
He seems like a decent guy.
Yeah, I wonder who he is. Let me remember what her name was, so I can tell you the description.
Julia?
It might be Julia. That name, it sounds right.
It's either Julia or Canone. But in this situation, it seems like Julia would be more
No.
appropriate.
This is Kanona.
Really?
Yeah.
This is Kanona.
Or is it
Okay.
Julia?
I can't remember. I know I've heard how her name is pronounced. I just cannot remember. I think it's Kanone,
Okay.
or Kanane, something like that. I don't remember for sure how her name is pronounced.
Okay.
But yeah, nope, that is her.
I'll handle her. Colonel, it's almost the appointed time.
Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I am Alan Richard, Colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact.
One line with her.
Colonel Richard? I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before.
Niall was the one who mentioned his name earlier. Said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division.
Oh, right. Wow. For someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others.
Way to just call them out.
Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eyes either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you
Oh, it's him. Never mind. Wrong voice.
Sorry.
I was thinking that same thing. So we're all the same generation. We think of that same line. Let's be honest. We're all the same. We're literally all the same age. We were all thinking that. Who was that you were just talking to in the black uniform? I could swear I've seen him someplace before.
Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? That was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier.
What? You're not pulling my leg, are you?
As fun as that would be, no.
I love that delivery. He said so himself, so I'm fairly confident he is who he says he is. Think that the legend himself would show up here. Can't wait around like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him.
Aye, aye, sir. Although, I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something.
Anyone else in the army would brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel would oblige him. Same, Olivier. Same, Olivier, actually.
What's the matter with you, Olivier? You look serious. And I gotta say, I find it creepy that you are.
I was just thinking about the Colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite the specimen of a man. But...
Oh.
But what? I can say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's no fun without a romantic rival.
You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua?
I'll regret it for the rest of my life.
All right, let's see here. Now that the soldiers are gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier.
Good idea.
Okay, aka talk to all the people in houses because we couldn't talk to anybody in houses.
Now you're able to.
Who wants to be Lana?
Alona?
Launa.
I was putting my son to bed last night when suddenly some masked man kicked in the door and came storming in. I didn't tell my husband because I didn't want him to worry. But my ring, which was my mother, was taken. From my mother. I can't read it. It's fine.
If I told my husband, he might have shot him with a shotgun.
Who knows?
What happens in the
Well, I got out that varmint gun and just started shooting.
Yep. We know where that... okay, it's just her.
Oh, dear me. Weren't you the bracers who came to ask questions not that long ago? Oh, right. We did come before. I'm really sorry. I couldn't talk to you then. So what you came to ask about is what happened last night, right?
Yes, that's right. This is a good time for you.
Yes, this is a good time, as any. Words are hard. It was the middle of the night, you see, when I heard a noise coming from the outside. And I, of course, thought it was my husband coming home at such a late hour. So I opened the door and started yelling. But it turned out to be a group of masked men coming out of the Orbital factory across the road. I thought my heart was plumb gonna stop right there and there. This is such a weird sentence.
Plum? Plum.
Have you never heard an old person say plum?
No!
Really?
Not in like that content.
Really?
Not in that
We have.
context. Like I've heard of plums and them liking plums, but like
No, it's like plum.
Like you're
It's
plum
a
out.
word thing. Yeah.
Completely out of- You've lived in the South and never heard someone use it in that
my
context.
grandparents never used it. My
Really?
grandparents never used it. No.
My
Well, I
family
guess
on
I
the
haven't really
southern
heard it
side
in like
use
real
it.
life. I've heard it in like other contexts.
It's not something that's used often, but there's a grandma on that side of the family that has used it in that context. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, that was
words.
something
It's not
strange for me because I was
I
like,
guess I've heard like
When I read-
plum out of something or
Yeah,
like
that's
something
literally
like
what
that, where it's
that's literally what she's saying.
but my brain was just like plum, and that's what made the whole sentence stop. I was like,
Interesting.
plum. Anyway,
Well, fair enough.
Although I thought it might be something terrible. I
There's a
see.
rainbow.
So it was the Sky Bandits, huh?
Sorry, I took my glasses off to wipe a smudge off, and I thought that was the same line that we were discussing. My bad.
nope.
I
It's
took my
okay.
glasses off to. I had a fingerprint right in the middle of my glasses. I was like,
I ad-libbed the best I could.
nope, it worked. You did good. Did good. So what you're saying then is that this house didn't incur a loss of any kind.
Yeah, thanks to the mercy of the goddess.
Can I ask you another thing? Did your husband come home late mean that he went to the bar?
If it was only that, that would be forgivable. In addition to being a no-good drinker, he's obsessed with this.
Cecile raised her hand in a casting motion.
Huh?
Oh, I get it. You mean fishing, right?
I see now.
That's right. He loves fishing more than life itself. Just yesterday, he said something about catching some smelt and took off to the lake in the south. And on top of that, he still hasn't come back.
Well, isn't that kind of concerning?
So what you're saying is he doesn't know anything about the incident? And he's also still gone? That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like he does this frequently. So she's probably not concerned. She was going to yell at him for coming back so late, but it sounds like maybe him being gone for multiple days is not that uncommon. Maybe. I don't remember. I don't know.
And when that good-for-nothing husband of mine gets home, he's going to get what for, let me tell you.
Hi, honey. I'm home. Ooh, what a day I had. I was fishing patiently all morning. I have nothing to show for it. Oh, what's this? We have guests.
You senile old man!
I should have stayed fishing. My goodness, woman. What kind of fiery tempest has gotten into you? Don't you know it's rude to act like that in front of guests?
If anyone's being rude, that would be you! I'm dumbfounded that my own husband can just take off to do what he likes at a time like this!
What do you mean by a time like this? Maybe I should explain.
Explanation.
Burglaries by the Sky Bandits? You don't say. Now that is terrible.
You know what voice you just gave him, right?
Yes, I realized
Okay,
that,
fantastic.
but that's what voice I chose to give him.
Yep.
To think that they hightailed it out of here after my wife hollered at them is hilarious. Guess they got to experience the Cecile effect firsthand.
What did you just say? Let's all come down now, shall we?
To think that these Sky Bandits came in the night like they did, and then just disappeared like that. Wonder if it has anything to do with that thing he was talking about the other day. He? What do you mean? Oh, right. You don't know him. He is my fishing buddy.
staying at the inn down by the lake shore to the south of here. If I remember right, he said something about seeing a strange bunch near the other place the other night.
A strange bunch?
Now, this sounds really interesting. Can you tell us a little more about what you've heard, and also possibly the name of your friend, instead of just referring to him as he?
Sure, I don't mind. I'm just gonna tell you up front that this is all hearsay. From what I heard, he just happened to see them by chance as he was out fishing during the night. Saw them leave by way of the inn's front door and then out onto the road. However, when he asked around at the inn in the morning, it turned out that no one like that had stayed there the night before.
Yeah, that is rather odd. So was there any type of burglary at the inn?
No, nothing of the sort at all. In fact, it's quiet there. Meals are great, and it's, well, a place I'd recommend to anyone. Best of all, it's a prime fishing spot.
Though there weren't any definitive clues related to the incident, we did manage to hear a few interesting bits.
I concur. I especially liked the ones that described all the delicious foods at the inn.
That's not what we're talking about here. Although, I did find the fishing part to be rather interesting. Unfortunately, if there's nothing going on there, then I guess it wouldn't be worth investigating.
Actually, I think it's quite the opposite. If someone had been careless and caused a problem, the army would have thoroughly investigated it. Conversely, the possibility of the sky bandits appearing where there's nothing happening is rather high.
Oh, well, I guess that's one way to think about it.
And in light of this series of incidents, there's either a spy in the army, or the Sky Bandits are a really clever bunch of thieves. It'll be extremely difficult to corner them only by investigating the incidents which have occurred. We'll need to get one step ahead of them by tracking their movements.
I see. So what you're saying is that we should take an offensive stance rather than a defensive one?
Then how about we get going? Off to the beautiful Valeria Lake, extolled in many a rhyme as the Pearl of La Burl.
I'm gonna say if we can get a cutoff soonish.
Yeah, this is probably actually a good place to cut.
ICB. ICB.
Yeah.
I have to go to prepare for sleep.
ICB.
Yes. I'm save. Alrighty. Give me a sec. Alright. I'm ending it here for the night. We will be back with something tomorrow, probably. I want to play more of this. I don't know if I can convince them to play more of this tomorrow. We'll see. But we'll be back with something tomorrow. And thank you for joining. Thank you for follows. Thank you for chatting. I appreciate all of it. And I will see you guys next time. Let's see if there's anybody on to raid. No, nobody that I'm following is on for raiding right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end it today. Normally we try to raid out, but we're just gonna go ahead and end the stream today. I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye.